Welcome to our special Dormaier Christmas show. We have some wonderful things planned for you. I'm Rona Winky, and I'll be your host today. Our first guest is 9th grader Seth Dormaier. Please welcome him.
Thank you.
Seth.
Hi.
Hi. Nice
Hi.
to see you.
Hi, thank you, Rona. Nice to see you, Rona. So,
Thank you for being here. Tell us what's new with you these days.
well, as you said, I was in 9th grade, and I homeschool now, as you know, and it's doing very well, actually, except for apparently, but, so, yeah.
Heard anything interesting these days?
Well, actually, I did. The other day, I read National Geographic that Catholic churches now in America are beginning to use ACM machines, which are automatic confession machines. And what they are is, it looks like an automatic teller. You go up and it has a keyboard and a computer screen, and on the screen is a list of all these different sins you've done. And type in your sin and boom, you're forgiven, I guess. I don't know. So,
Have you ever seen one except for in the magazine?
no, never.
Would you like to?
No.
Okay. Do you have any jobs yet?
No.
Are you planning on having a job?
Yes.
Where would you like to work?
Where? I don't know. Someplace, computers or voice acting or animation. Anything. I love computer animation. Drawing.
So where do you live now?
Right now I live in Post Falls, Idaho. It's a dinky little town, but it has tons of snow. So,
How much snow do you have there?
ooh, they've gotten so far about 3 feet. So, yeah.
And are you doing anything lately?
No? Oh, yes. I'm in a Christmas presentation at our church, and I am the sound effect man for the radio show. We're doing sort of a 40s theme, and it's going to be real fun. I mean, we're working out, we have a live band and 6,000 person choir, and so I just got to provide the sound effects for the radio show.
Wow, that's
Great.
really...
Yeah, I know. That's so funny. That'd be good on Blooper show. Yeah.
And what kind of sound effects do you do?
Well, I gotta do some horse galloping with some hollowed out coconuts. I do some gun sounds and doors slamming and stuff falling and so, yeah.
How do you do door slamming?
I don't know.
Well, we will be right back after these messages. Hi, we're on the search for the new float users. Hello. Hello, sir. How are you? Great! Do you use float on everything?
No.
Great! Can we see some of your laundry washed in new bloat?
I just told you I don't use bloat.
Sir, this is live. Just give me some laundry.
All right. Come on in. Here. What do you want the laundry for?
You smell it, sir.
I cannot smell anything.
I'm sorry I bothered you, sir. Let's go, Ed.
That one didn't work.
Let's see if we can find a successful one this time.
Yep. We interrupt this commercial for a special weather bulletin. Post Falls, Idaho is supposed to get about 12 inches tonight. So be alert, okay? Let's go to Randy Dormaier for a more detailed report. Dad?
Seth, it's quite a night tonight here in Post Falls, Idaho. They're expecting the possibilities of 8 to 12 inches of snow. It started snowing a little after 2 o'clock, and it's 4 o'clock now, and I've started my shoveling. We can already see that there's easily been 2.5 inches of snow that's accumulated. The interesting thing to note is that Sumatra is going to have their first snowfall ever in the history of mankind. So be ready, folks, for your winter storm there. Anyway, it's just unbelievable what's been going on here, Jay and Debbie. I am in good shape from shoveling. Sometimes I'm shoveling 2-3 times a day just to keep up with it. I'll tell you, the access bar is where it's at. I have had zero soreness from shoveling, and I should be pretty big and burly by the end of this winter. Anyway, we'll give you a more updated version tomorrow morning here at TV station number 304 off Petersane.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Betty Dukas, and I am the producer of this show. We have tragic news. Our very own Rona Wimpy, while taking a break in the ladies' room, had a nasty fall. She landed and hit her head on the toilet tank. She's currently in a coma. We do not know how she will be. but unfortunately we're going to have to cancel today's show. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Presentation of Hammer Hour on this station is brought to you by Tati Skill Sauce.
Greetings, folks. This is George, the Hammer Wizard, inviting you to the Hammer Hour. This week we are teaching you how to make your own prayer bench for your own personal altar in your home. As you can tell here, we've built this one out of oak, and actually it's going to be quite nice. But what I'm doing is part of the, is we've got to put screws in to hold the main prayer section together, and then I'm adding the trim right now to cover that up. You may wonder why you want a prayer bench in your home. Well, this is just, we thought would be a very unique project for woodworkers, and would inspire them to seek the all-living mighty God. Anyway, I'm pretty excited about this project. These particular benches we're going to be giving to New Life Community Church. I've already built two and have them stained and finished up there, and I've been trying to get to the finishing the rest of these. But it's been a fun project, Jay and Debbie. I've pretty much designed them, and they're custom made, and I'm excited about it. I was really, to be honest, amazed that the pastor wanted such a thing. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. Hey Jay, if you notice my hat, it says whatever it says, Golf YOM or something. Got to tell you this quick story. I went down and helped my friend Jeff Nelson down in Salem, Oregon. He's on staff with YWAM. We worked together in construction up in Dutch Harbor, just to give you a little history. Been a long-time friend since high school. But anyway, I need to get in a more comfortable position. So he had a guy that donated some money to fly some of his friends down there if we raised X amount of dollars, minimum of 500, and so about 5 of us flew in, a couple from California, and Tim from Wenatchee, and myself, and Daryl, his brother-in-law is a pastor here in Coeur d'Alene, and between us we raised over $5,000, plus there was many others, and the effort, I was representing King's Kids, but the effort anyway raised over $41,000. We were golfing all day, having a great time raising money for the Lord, right? Well, it came down to, we had golfed about, close to 100 holes. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, and we'd been kind of racing his brother-in-law and this friend of his who are actually real golfers. Well, Jeff, Tim, and I decided several hours prior to that, the only chance of winning a prize would be to go for the most holes. And so we found them on about the 14th hole again, and they were down on the green, and Jeff said, let's quick, let's all drive our balls at the same time at them. So we did. It was only 130 yards. We line up, and boom, and I was on the outside, and Tim Chapin was on the outside, and Jeff was in the middle, and my ball and Tim's ball, we crisscrossed, and I never found my ball. But anyway, as I proceeded to watch, Jeff's ball was going straight, boom. It hits about 1.5 feet from the cup hole. Next thing, it's rolling, and I'm kind of sitting there thinking, wow, that's going to come in, that's going to stop right at the edge of the cup. All of a sudden, it curves and kaboom. And Jeff got a hole-in-one. I'll tell you, we were all just going crazy, and he won $1,000 that day. So that was kind of wild. The guy that has put all this together and on staff there, well deserving of it, hit a hole-in-one. Boy, we had a fun time. Anyway, I thought that might interest you in the wide world of sports. So Hope you guys are doing well. And anyway, Jay, if you get the urging to do a home project, consider the prayer bench.
This has been Hammer Hour, brought to you by Hitachi. And now, the lovely and luscious Miss Fran Sumatra, with her tribute to her family.
Each day I sit at home, waiting by my telephone, knowing I will be alone once more, wishing you could be sitting here with me, but it's just a fantasy, for without you, my white Christmas is blue. Snowmen melt in the sun, and Christmas cards come with postage due. Without you, Rudolph's nose just won't shine, and my needles are dry, and reindeer can't fly, and church bells won't chime if you're not mine. But if you were here, I'd hold you so near, there'd be holiday cheer and a happy new year. But you're not, so I'm caught in a spot so distraught. Oh, what can I do without you? I bid family adieu, and my fire won't burn, and so I just turn and close up the flue. My tinsel has been tangled, my jingle bells have been jangled, my choir leader I'd strangle without you. Without you, my heart's broken in two. Santa Claus isn't fat, Bing Crosby sings flat, and bills are all due. That special day's ordinary, I'll just wait for January, for Christmas won't be merry without you. That special day's ordinary, I'll just wait for January, for Christmas won't be merry without you. Hi, I'm Joan Betsmart, and this is Your Pooping Pet. Welcome to the show today. Our special guest today is Sydney Dormaier. Sydney? Hi.
Hey.
Thanks for being here today. Who have I got here on my lap?
That's Luca.
And tell us about Luca.
She's a miniature schnauzer, and schnauzers are non-allergenic, so they're good dogs if you're allergic to dogs and cats and, you know, some animals that shed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really sweet too.
Mm-hmm.
And well, today we have puppies that are
Oh.
bad.
Who's puppy?
Luca, these are Luca's puppies.
Did you have babies? Let's take a look at her babies here, folks. Wow, will you look at that? This is Bob. He's one of the boys, isn't he?
Yes.
Bob's a sweet Bob puppy, isn't
Mm-hmm.
he? They all have their own personalities. And this one, this big guy here, this is Elmo. Elmo's all black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's complaining a little bit. Would you like to tell us about Elmo?
Sure. Elmo. This is Elmo, and Elmo is one of the littler, well, one of the big ones, you know. She's kind of medium, but, you know, Elmo is a really squeaky dog. This guy right here, he doesn't really bark that much. He just goes, and squeaks a lot.
He whines.
Yeah, he likes his mom, but Luca doesn't like to stay around him all the time. You know, she gets tired of him. And that's basically all of Elmo.
Okay.
Elmo's just an ordinary little puppy. Just like the
Yeah.
other one.
Okay, we've already seen you. We've already seen, this is Trixie. No, this is Percy. You can tell by how fat he is. Pardon me, folks, we need to take a small break here. We'll be right back. This is Percy. He's a big guy. See him there? He's got different kind of markings on him. And do you like Percy, Mommy? Yes, you like Percy. Oh, don't lick his bottom on TV. We don't want to have your pooping pets pooping on the show. This is Yodel. Yodel's one of our little girls. The girls are smaller than the boys, even as puppies. And when they grow all the way up, they'll still be smaller than the boys. Isn't that interesting? Here's your mommy. Yes, there's your mommy. Oh, hello, Yodel. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, Sydney, what are you going to be doing with all these puppies?
Well, we're going to be selling them. We'll be selling them, well, it depends on, you know, if they're a boy or girl. If they're girls, they'll be $400, and if they're boys, they'll be $300.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, we have a couple of them possibilities that they may be sold.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you have to keep them for 8 weeks before you can sell them because they have to stop drinking from Luca, and they have to start to eat puppy food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
How old are these pups?
they're almost 4 weeks.
Really?
Yes, they'll be 4 weeks in about 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Well, that's exciting. It'll be kind of sad when you sell them and have to say goodbye to them, won't it?
yeah,
I would imagine you could really fall in love with these little guys.
yeah.
They're awfully cute.
Mhm.
Well, Sydney, thank you so much for being on our Poop and Pets show.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. When we come back, we'll go visit the aquarium and see the goldfish next. Stay tuned. Ew! Daddy bought this new cereal. It looks disgusting.
I know. I'll get Ernie. He won't eat anything.
Ernie! Come here!
What?
Eat this!
No. No.
Try it!
No.
Sit down, open your mouth! Eat this!
Mmm. That's good.
He likes it!
Mmm. Yummy.
Oh my goodness. You dropped it all over the floor, you.
Wiener Pops are good for you. Weenie Pops are good for you. Weenie Pops are good for you. They're good for you. Part of a complete breakfast.
Welcome back to Your Pooping Pets. We're here today to look at the aquarium. I bet you've been asking yourself, do goldfish poop? The answer to that question is absolutely. Here you Dorothy, our goldfish, isn't that a beautiful place to live? Don't you wish you were a fish? Now, you know, you may think you can just throw a fish in any kind of water you want. The truth is, no, you can't. You need to use rock salt to condition the water and aqua conditioning. It's very important for their scales and for their slime. They need to have slime, but not too much slime. And so we have installed in the lid here a filter. This is what's in the filter, and this is what filters out all the chunks of goo and ick that could hurt the fish. However, if you don't filter well enough, your fish may get sick, in which case you give them medication. Now, what do we feed little goldfish? Well, there's many options. We have Wardley's Total Goldfish Flakes. We have Wardley's Goldfish Essential Nutrition. We have Spirulina Plus, which is very high in nutrition. We have shrimp pellets, and we have Murex Basic Flakes. Fish need lots and lots of good care. They're very friendly little things, but they need to be taken care of, because if you were a fish, what would you do if you were hungry? Would you go to the fridge? No. You would need someone to drop food in your tank. Once or twice a day, flakes are dropped into the tank and the fish ravenously grab them and eat them. It's a really wonderful life, actually. Once in a while, I wish I were a fish. Thank you, and stay tuned. Stay tuned. Now, towel. Oh, the towel. Thank you, Ed. There's one other thing you need to know, and that is we place a towel over the back opening of the tank. Once in a while, these little buggers, as happy as they are, try to commit suicide by leaping out of the tank. You know, this is not a good thing, although I'm sure Dr. Kevorkian would probably approve. We don't, and so we put the towel there to prevent them from killing themselves. Thank you for joining us in our aquarium. We're back in our studio now with Pooping Pets, and to close out our show, we would like to introduce you to Dorky Duck. He is a lovely little duck. He has many colors on his back and side. He kind of is in the markings of a mallard. Dorky Duck is a very friendly little duck, and he keeps even our little puppies company. They love to cuddle up to him because he's very, very soft, and he's always kind and gentle. He's never harsh with the puppies. Let's put him down there. Oh, they just love Dorky Duck so much. Well, thank you for joining us this week on Your Pooping Pets. Hope to see you next week. Goodbye.
We'd like to take you to the scene of the mini blind washing. Come on with us, folks.
Boy, oh boy, you should have seen the filth on these things. It is putrid. Our family must be breathing that stuff every time we suck oxygen. What I did is I poured hot water in the bathtub, I poured in some cleaning stuff, and I soaked them. And I'll tell you, I really soaked them. And after I soaked them, I still had to scrub them. Unbelievable.
Now the weather with Merv Milquetoast.
Hi everyone. I'm Merv Milquetoast of the weather. Well, I'm in the yard of someone's house. I don't know who, but as you can see from our satellite map, we have a big storm coming through here that's gonna bring in a lot of snow and like clouds and stuff. So we can expect clouds and snow and stuff. And well, anyway, our new satellite map is the Earth, and by Earth is one move. Anyway, we get that on to the 5-day forecast. Monday, and sunshine. And there's going to be a high of 36 and a low of 41. Tuesday, it's gonna snow. So, high of 82, low of 64. And, oh, we ran out of paper. So Thursday, well, we don't know what it's gonna be Thursday, but we know that the high is gonna be 1 and the low 2. And Saturday, sorry, we're gonna have a paper again. So we're on to Saturday, and and the high is gonna be 1972 and low 1978. And Sunday, Sunday the moon is gonna, I don't know what that is. So be careful while you're out there, folks. Don't slip in the snow. Don't be careful when you drive.
And now sports, Jill Jockstrap. Oops. I mean, Jockette.
This week,
Take 2.
today in sports, Evander Holyfield fought for God. He demolished Mike Tyson. And he
Take 3.
and he won. In other sports news, Cowboy punchless in 20-6 loss. And I mean, no.
Take 4.
The Cowboys were punchless in their 20-6 loss. What a game! I mean, you have any comment?
It's totally awesome.
Well, what I'd like to know is why are Cowboys punching anybody? I don't think that's right.
Anyways, back to sports.
Okay, cut. Just in, hot off the wire, from New Orleans. We have an incredible story tonight that I will read to you that's just amazing. A woman just got back from a holiday ski trip to Utah with the kind of story that warms the cockles of anybody's heart. Conditions were perfect, 12 below, no feelings in the toes, basic numbness all over. The tell me when we are having fun kind of day. One of the women in the group complained to her husband that she was in dire need of a restroom. He told her not to worry, that he was sure there was relief waiting at the top of the lift in the form of a powder room for female skiers in distress. He was wrong, of course, and the pain did not go away. If you've ever had nature hit its panic bottom in you, then you know that at a temperature of 12 below zero,
Take 2.
One of the women in the group complained to her husband that she was in dire need of a restroom. He told her not to worry, that he was sure there was relief waiting at the top of the lift in the form of a powder room for female skiers in distress. He was wrong, of course, and the pain did not go away. If you've ever had nature hit its panic button in you, then you know that a temperature of 12 below doesn't help matters. So with time running out, the woman weighed her options. Her husband, picking up the intensity of the pain, suggested that since she was wearing an all-white outfit, she should go off in the woods. No one would ever notice. He assured her the white would provide more than adequate camouflage. So he headed for the tree line. She began disrobing and proceeded to do her thing. If you have ever parked on the side of the slope, then you know there is a right way and a wrong way to set your skis so you don't move. Yep, you got it. She had them positioned the wrong way. Steep slopes are not forgiving, even during embarrassing moments. Without warning, the woman found herself skiing backwards, out of control, racing through the trees, somehow missing all of them and into another slope. Cut.
Take 3.
Her derriere and the reverse side were still bare, her pants down around her knees, and she was picking up speed all the while. Can you imagine? She continued on backwards, totally out of control, creating an unusual vista for other skiers. The woman skied, if you define that verb loosely, back under the lift and finally collided violently with the... Cut. The woman collided violently with a pylon. The bad news is that she broke her arm and was unable to pull up her pants. How shocking. At long last, her husband arrived and put an end to her nudie show, and then went to the base of the mountain and summoned the ski patrol, who transported her to the hospital. In the emergency room, she was regrouping with a man with an obviously broken leg. Was cut.
Take 5.
Back to paragraph 6. In the emergency room, she was regrouping with a man with an obviously... Okay.
Take 6.
In the emergency room, she was regrouping when a man with an obviously broken leg was put in the bed next to hers. So how did you break your leg, she asked, making small talk. It was the darndest thing you've ever saw, he said. I was riding up the ski lift, and suddenly I couldn't believe my eyes. There was this crazy woman skiing backwards, out of control, down the mountain, with her bare bottom hanging out of her clothes and her pants down around her knees. I leaned over to get a better look. I would too. And I guess I didn't realize how far I'd moved. I fell off the lift. So how'd you break your arm? Zola, have you ever skied down a hill, bare bottom?
Absolutely not. I think that's a tragic story. In other news, we have a new act in town. He's an incredible keyboard player and songwriter, and his name is Barry Gold. We're going to give you a little clip of one of his latest songs.
Okay, let's sing a little tune. Oh, on the roof it's peaceful as can be. I hear the dopes below can't needle me. Let me tell you now, when I look down at my gut full of chips, I go up where the world can't see my hips. I run away from the cruel and ugly taunts. I get teased for scraping the grease off the bottom of the cooking pot. I run away from all the negative vibes I feel, and go up on the roof so I can feel. The world may beat me down with their weighing scales, and try to make me feel guilty with their successful diet tales. On the roof's the only place I feel okay, but I alone can wish my weight away. Beat me down with the weighing scale and try to make me feel guilty with their successful diet tales. Oh, on the roof's the only place I feel okay, but I alone can wish my weight away. Where I alone can wish my weight away. Don't know if I I can start over. The world may hit me down with the weighing scales. Oh yeah. try to make me feel guilty with their successful diet tales. On the roof's the only place I feel okay. I alone can wish my weight away. I alone can wish my weight away. Now don't hold back your feelings, I know you do. You think that I'm a glutton, you think I look like Winnie the Pooh. But is that any reason to tease me like that? Just because I look like blood, just because I feel like butter, just because I'm a hunkin' ball of fat. Just because I'm a hunkin' ball of fat.
And now, this week's Look in the Past.
That was really sweet. But now, on to our Hollywood report. Our in-the-field reporter is Tonda Barsuglia, and she's going to be telling us about the new stage play that's here in town at the New Life Community Church. It's called I'll Be Home for Christmas. Tonda? Hi, this is Tonda Barsuglia with the Hollywood report on the set of... What is this show called? Thank you. I'll Be Home for Christmas. We all know that one. It's going to be award-winning. This is John, and he is our announcer. Jerry Brainerd. It's because he has a lot of brains. And how is the show going, Jerry? I mean, John?
The voice of the Continental Broadcasting Company. I could say that this show is first rate.
Absolutely. Absolutely, John.
Absolutely.
And do you think that we're going to have a full house here tonight, John?
Tonight I fear that we may have too many people. I don't think we'll have enough seats for everybody.
Well, we need a bigger hall.
We need a bigger venue. We'll have to turn them away.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us, John.
You're very welcome.
Hey, it's Tanya. Tanya Bailey. Tanya, come over and talk to us on the Hollywood Report. This is Tanya Bailey. She is the star of this show. She plays the part of, now quit the false modesty, Tanya. She plays the part of Norma, the milquetoast queen. All she does is make dinner. She makes dinner, she yells at her kids, yells a lot, and misses her husband. Would you like to tell us more about your part here?
Well, I get to be mean a lot and yell a lot and wear an apron a lot, like I'm doing stuff in the kitchen. But I'm also supposed to be a housewife, so, I mean a working mother, so I must be very busy.
She's the total woman, needless to say. So we probably should leave now. We need to run because the fans are moving in, so we're out of here.
Goodbye.
Thanks for joining us.
Sorry?
Cool. Tonda Barsuglia here, back by the dressing room, and we have...
Mickey.
You have a real name, don't you, Mickey?
Mickey West.
No, I mean a real...
Oh, this is Greg Ehrlich, future star.
I thought he was getting a little too much into the part there. And this is...
Tara Hurd.
Who plays the part of?
Michelle.
And you guys play the part of twins, is that not right?
Yes, but we do not look alike.
Oh, I believe you do. You look exactly alike.
Don't push it. Identical.
Now, I want to hear some of the lines that you have in the play.
Ouch! I bet she was smooching herself in the mirror again. Ow! Mrs. Yanatelli can't come to dinner. But she gave us this whole bag of yams.
She knows how to project. Anything else? What else do you say? Watch our show. Well, they're in Indonesia. It's a little hard to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you very much, Greg. Over to you, Ed. Hi, this is Tonda Barsuglia here, and we're with Jacob Sackwee.
Hi.
exactly, right? She is playing the part of Angie. And notice the lovely hair. Do a spin there for us, Tinka. Oh, our hairstylists have done a fabulous job again, as usual. Now tell us about Angie. What's she like?
Angie is a hopeless romantic. She is just looking for love, and she falls in love with the postman Danny, and she just wants to be happy and in love and just live happily ever after.
She's in a dream world, needless to say.
She's a bit of an airhead.
Yes, she is.
Just a bit.
She also whines every now and then. But we
very
don't
often.
mind. We do forgive her for that.
That's right.
Lovely to have you with us today, Tinka.
Nice to be here. Angie.
Angie?
Angie.
Oh boy, these people are getting lost in their characters. It's scary around here.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you next time.
No, I don't. You're going to be so disappointed. We're out of cherry coke.
Hi, I'm here with Jim.
Hi.
Jim, you're
Hi,
a person,
I'm,
not a dog.
I'm Jim. You said speak.
Oh.
Yeah, what would you like to... Hi, I'm Jim, and I play the part of Pete. I'm the guy, let's see, it's I'll be home for Christmas, and I'm the guy that comes home. But don't tell anybody, because it's really a secret. Hey, Mickey?
He has a small part.
Michelle? Yeah, well, but...
We're here. Excuse me, we're on the air. I guess we'll have to do this. Well, go get your hat. Okay. Cut. From the cast of I'll Be Home for Christmas. And he finally has his hat on this time.
Yeah.
Danny, tell us about your character. Okay, thank you, Danny. Very well. Appreciate that. That's it. John DeMarsuglia here with our star, Ron Howard. No, I'm sorry. What was it, Ron?
Ron Darty.
Oh, Ron Darty, sorry. He plays the part of Howard in this show. And folks, this man is incredible. It is such an honor to be able to interview him tonight. Ron, tell us about Howard. What's he like?
Well, back to the original.
Thanks, Ron. That was good. And I noticed he always got a drippy nose. Is that true?
That's acting. That's acting. It's gonna have no mucus. That would be
He has no mucus. Did you hear that? Thank you for talking to us tonight, Ron. And we'll see you next time on The Hollywood Report. Hi, this is John DeMarsuglia with our illustrious director of this show. It's a hot show tonight, and it's because of this little lady right here. Hi, Cheryl Ann Rossi. Would you like to say something to our viewers?
Absolutely. I couldn't have done it without the Lord. Let me tell you. He was behind me all the way, being faithful.
She's a little cup of tea here, but she packs a wallet, folks. I want you to know. It's been a privilege talking to you, Cheryl Ann. Thank you so much for your time. See you next time. Thanks, Ed.
Forget the news. Let's go see Santa.
Woohoo! Santa comes around here every year. Where is Santa?
Right there.
That's not Santa.
That is right there.
What? Oh, there he is. Woo-hoo. There's Santa Claus.
Did he go out there?
Go out there so I can tape you. Yeah.
You mean four.
For me. What?
Look at Daddy. Daddy wants to say something.
Hey, hi guys. Well, we now have probably 42 to 43 inches of snow that's fallen since November 1st here, as you can tell.
Cut.
Now that we've seen Santa, we are going to go take you to Seth's first home, a beautiful one-bedroom condo, studio condo actually, here in North Idaho. I'm really excited to think that my son at the age of 14 has already purchased his first home.
The light's not on. Look.
Yes, that was my klutzy son falling off the fence. We're going to take you to see this condo. This is really a rare experience.
You gotta come up here.
It's past the mailboxes. You have to come around to the side of the neighbors, and he's got his own front door, as you can see. Well, this is the condo. As you can see, there's furniture in there. So to get inside, you have to kind of dive down in. And both kids are enjoying the use of this little condo. Let's go take a look inside.
You have to come over here.
Okay.
Turn up the...
Let's have a look inside.
Hey there.
There they are.
Hey there.
Tell us, what's it like?
It's
You need to speak really loud.
it's about 5 by 5
Yeah?
inside by about 3 feet high. And it took me a week to build it. So it was hard work. I used a pick and a laundry basket.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have shelves in here, and I want to run an extension cord through here so I can put a lamp in here.
What are you sitting on?
I'm sitting on a lawn chair, one of those things you use at the beach.
Oh, look at that.
I'm planning on building one for me with 2 stories and a bed and all that stuff.
Yeah. And a VCR.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
and a TV.
Can I borrow the TV?
No. Well, this is really exciting. Thank you for showing us your condo.
Yeah.
Randy continues to shovel. He's shoveled for days, if not weeks. He's getting very, very strong in his shoulders.
Notice our tree here. It's disappearing.
Oh my, yes, that's our weeping cherry. It's quite buried. See how high the snow is? Not to mention a few of our other shrubs and plants, which you can't even see. There's our alpine fir. And this is our other little drooping fir. So it's quite a process, I'll tell you. Some of our neighbors are lucky enough to have a snow blower, and this is a little machine, kind of like a lawnmower, but what it does is it grabs the snow, it picks it up, throws it through that tube, and throws it out into a pile, and you can point that little shooter any way you want, so you can shoot the snow away from your driveway and away from your sidewalk. Isn't that interesting? There he goes, he's shooting the snow. See how it's picking up the snow there in the front and grinding it up and then turning it? Anyway, he's a good neighbor. He goes and does it for some of his friends around. And
This is our tunnel. We built it like about a week ago. And it's, 2 weeks ago. And it took us a couple days because we worked on it together. We worked on it at nighttime most of the time so that the neighbor kids didn't really know about it.
We ended up telling him anyway.
Was
Yeah.
this tunnel inspired by The Great Escape that you guys just watched?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting movie. And
It kind of slopes down and around like
Yeah.
this, and then it comes up and out on the other side,
we
and it's
we-
like ice inside.
we have
Huh.
these swords that light up and they're really neat, and we use those in there at nighttime. And it took us a while, but it's nice to have it now.
well, we'll have to take a look at it at nighttime,
Yeah.
too, with your swords and stuff. But you, Seth, why don't you go in there and crawl through it, and we'll see you come out the other side.
All right.
Oh, I think he's dead.
side of the tunnel. I worked on this side and Seth worked on that side. And is Cindy coming out anytime soon? Come on, let's go, Seth.
He's under this big mound here.
Hey! He's claustrophobic and he doesn't know if he can fit through.
Oh, well, maybe he better not then. There's Seth in the tunnel. He's feeling a little claustrophobic right now because it's a tight squeeze, but he's going to pull himself through. He's such a brave boy, turning into a brave man.
We have shelves in there too.
Oh, that's scary.
No, it's not scary. It's just interesting. Come on out, son. We need you. Okay.
You can do it.
Yes, he did it, folks. He actually did it. He's an amazing person. Oh, and you got the snow all over my camera. That was brilliant. All right, the champion tunnel digger.
Yeah, slowly.
The fairies are coming, Seth.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now we're seeing a family tradition. Kids like to do a gingerbread house. This year it's really more Sydney than Seth, but Daddy always helps. He always helps, and they have little bowls of candy. Different kinds of candies. Yeah.
And over here we got sugar-covered stars and gumdrops. And fruitcakes.
Looks like a church this year.
Yeah, it is. Got the steeple here. You first have to...
Turn it around so we can see the front from the porch.
We're going to use it as a book.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we'll have to see how it progresses.
Okay, guys, here we are. It's January whatever. Is the date showing on there?
Yeah.
We have a good reason you haven't gotten this tape by Christmas. I know, Christmas is over, we've opened our gifts, we all got what we wanted, but we didn't get your tape sent. But let me explain. I know you'll understand once you're here. You see, I was heading over the post office to mail the tape to you, and as I was going, I noticed that there were these police cars, and there were these these people standing around by this bridge. And I thought, oh my goodness, what's going on? Well, when I got up there, I could see that there was this woman perched up at the top of the bridge. She was ready to jump. And so immediately, of course, I rushed over to offer my help. And police asked me if I could go talk to her. They'd been trying to negotiate with her, and she wasn't moving. Next thing I know, I find myself at the top of this bridge, and I'm talking to this woman, and wouldn't you know it, we had the same gynecologist. Not only that, we had some of the same health problems. It was incredible. I mean, we bonded just like that. And so we got to talking, and you know, well, I tried to hurry, but you know how people can talk. Anyway, she kept going, and I kept going, and well, before I knew it, she was down, we were off the ledge, and by the time I got to the post office, it was already closed. Well, then the next couple of weeks after that, they wanted me to come to with her to psychotherapy because, well, we were really trying hard to get her to reduce these suicide attempts. It's really been a problem. Well, I finally got her through that, and next thing I know, I told Sydney, look, you take the tape, you walk down to the post office and mail it for us. But, you know, on her way down there, she fell down into a sewer hole, and she slid down the drain. She floated for 2 miles in that gook. It's amazing how you can float in that stuff. Anyway, we finally figured out what had happened. They had to tear up the street, pump the stuff out, and we got her out. It took me another week and a half after that just to get the stains out of her clothes. Not to mention the stuff out of her teeth. And then, of course, shortly after that, I asked Seth to go, and I took off to run some errands. Next thing I know, Sydney's appendix burst. So Seth had to do emergency appendectomy. It took him a while because all he had was a pair of toenail clippers and a spoon. And of course, you know, stitching her up was a little bit tedious that way, but everything came out right. She's actually feeling a lot better now, and see how good she looks? She's healed right up. Anyway,
here we are, end of January, and we're now just getting this tape off to you. I am so sorry. Really, I am. But we hope you enjoy our little show, and send us a response. Oh, by the way, we went and saw Mom and Dad in January, earlier this month. That was in between the suicide attempt and the appendectomy. And they showed us their video of their trip. I heard Mom was barfing and the runs and all that. Bummer. Anyway, all that to say, that was kind of cool. I really enjoyed watching that. I enjoyed seeing the school and seeing the girls and watching Anna Christine dive. Unbelievable. And looking at the girls in their dress-up clothes and them singing, and oh, it was just wonderful. So, you know, since you now know that we have this 8mm camera, feel free to send us more tapes. We'd just love to share some. Anyway, have fun. God bless you. We love you much. And hello to any other family members that may be viewing this incredible production. If you'd like to hire us, you can call us at 1-208-773-2433. We are available at the going rate, $500 a day plus expenses. God bless you and thank you very much. Bye-bye.